great job. We competed and took it to us on our home field, and played poorly defensively, and it hurt.
Mike was saying that in the secondary there was some stuff that you guys had gone over all week that they still were, Oregon State was still able to have some success with. Was it just
true statement? You know, the plays that Oregon State hit us on, it wasn't anything that was a surprise that our guys hadn't seen before. We kind of felt like we had a beat on them and practice stuff and rep stuff, but it wasn't to be that Oregon State just did a better job out of executing us than what we were able to do and took it to us.
Did you see Katz look good on film?
You know, we really had a feeling that the guy, he's good and going to do nothing but continue to improve and be really good. Part of the deal is, first of all, he throws a nice ball. Mike Riley, Dan Lang, they coach him up tremendously. They've got a great scheme. But then Katz has got the ability to escape and run. And when you close the pocket around him and you put some pressure on that guy, he's got the ability to get out of trouble and run. That big guy can run.
Riley seemed like Riley 2 weeks ago with Cal had a chance to take off and run a couple times and decided not to. Did you know Katz had that kind of escape ability?
Absolutely. I mean, we saw the guy on film because when he pulls it down, I mean, that's a man who can run. He's fast.
Seeing what you saw tonight, are things correctable though on your
yeah. You know, it just it hurts that it came to this, but you know, sometimes it's what you need is a wake-up call and say, hey, listen, guys, we're not where we think we are. There's no question. I mean, they came out and showed it to us on our home turf, took it to us, and we've got to get a heck of a lot better than that if we expect to compete with the rest of the Pac-10.
Think there's a bit of overconfidence at all?
No, I don't think so. I think that they just took it to us and just out-executed us, outplayed us the whole night. You know, on offense, our guys, they played good enough offensively for us to win. It's just defense. We couldn't uphold our end of the bargain. I mean, we couldn't get a stop to save our lives.
Was there one play that in particular that drove you crazy? Is there one you could share with us that would be a good encapsulation of
tonight? Multiple. I mean, you know, to start off getting beat on a double move on the very first series for the touchdown, I mean, that puts you behind the 8 ball right away. That's tough. When we let the quarterback in, I believe, the second quarter, he's scrambling around and buying time, and he throws a deep post for the touchdown in the back of the end zone and went out there to make a play. I mean, that's very discouraging.
Seemed like they were really capitalizing on like curl routes and routes on the hash. Can you touch up a little bit about that? Linebackers,
they did,
defensive
and
backs?
they beat us in both man and zone. I mean, we'd be in a zone and not close enough, or we'd be in man-to-man coverage and be off too far. I mean, it wasn't any one coverage that they beat us on. They were picking us on. No, we mixed up the calls a fair amount, but hey, they got the better of us all night.
Mike gave the impression that maybe everybody was a little too comfortable during the bye week, or maybe lost their edge, I think was the way he phrased it. Do you see any of that?
You know, I personally can't say that. I just know that, hey, each week you got a challenge presented, and you got to answer the bell and come up with stops. And this week we didn't do it on defense for whatever reason.
You were running it looked like a 4-4, bringing an extra linebacker in on that. Was that something that you're playing to the strength of the defense, or possibly to their
in response
offense?
To that's something we do commonly when the opposition brings in 2 tights, 2 backs, and 1 receiver, then we take one of the defensive backs out and put an extra linebacker in. And because you know you're still equal allegedly on both the run and the pass, but it wasn't beaten tonight. But again, hey, that really had that scheme that had nothing to do with that. I mean, we were just out executed. You could say in the personnel groups, which would be 22, 12, 21, 11, they out executed in every one of them.
How strong is Katz's arm?
Oh, he's strong arm now. I mean, that's a big man, and he can run through. I mean, it's obvious. You sit there and you look at that guy. Before we played him on film, you're going, this is pretty scary. This is a big guy. He can spin the ball and he can run. He's a good player. You know, he's a big, strong guy, and he's a good Pac-10 quarterback. Going to do nothing but get much better.
Do you imagine every game in the conference will be like this, one way or the other? Just at least in terms of being in doubt. In the
absolutely, Pac-10 is so well balanced. They're so innovative on offense. It's the most innovative league on offense that I've seen.
Really?
Yeah, it's a heck of a challenge every week. Everybody's going to come at you with a different scheme and have some great wrinkles in it. And you better be ready, because if you're not, they're going to make you pay the price.
OSU seems like they're playing a lot better lately than they have been. Have you guys
do our job on the back end? And then have him tuck the ball and run.
I mean, we've been looking at those guys. That quarterback is with the ball in his hands quite a bit too, and throwing all over the place. I'm sure he'll be looking at our film, chomping at the bit to get at us.
Thanks,
Okay.